All right, I think we're live. Let me zoom in here.
Get out of here. What are we doing? YouTube? Oh, ciao.
Okay. All right, I think we're live. Okay, let me try this. Okay, hopefully. God. Okay. All right. I think we're live there. Hold on. Let me get this so it doesn't fucking fall. Let me try to switch this up, actually. Let me go like that. Let me try it like that. Does that work? That might work better. Okay. People are strolling in here anyway.
I can't see that you're on.
You following on YouTube?
I'm trying to. Oh, that's fucking right.
All right. All right. So hopefully that works. Let me get everyone. All right. Let's see how people are doing with this. Oh, it makes me watch a commercial.
A feast for life and a greater feast.
Commercial? All right. Hopefully it is working now.
Oh, yep, there I see it now.
Does that work? All right. Thank you for being patient, Turtle Riders. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. All right. Oh, fuck, of course. That's probably going to keep happening. We'll put this up here. All right. So, are we in? Are we in? Can we see the computer? Can we see everything here?
Yep. Well, yeah, it's a little to the right, but it's fine.
Okay, I can fix that. I'm moving it. All right. All right, now we're rolling in. All right, cool. Let's get this party started. So Facebook, I have no idea what just happened there. Let me get this live stream going again. All right, so I have no idea what just happened there. We had to do a quick timeout because I'm on Facebook Live with Clarence, and it just ends apparently, and going live is no longer an option on my phone. So I don't know. I don't know. It didn't get taken down. It was still there. I think it might be a my phone problem, a FUPA phone situation. I have no idea. It just, nobody wants to let us talk. We're just going to keep talking anyway. So we're just going to pick her up right where we left off with this. And I noticed, Brett, in the comments, there's some people, some Turtle Riders I respect who disagree. That they're like, this is, they can see the mother's point that this whole if your kid has autism, they can see it. I completely disagree with that. I completely disagree. The best way to like integrate autistic kids is to treat them like regular kids, right? Enough of this like, oh, well, you can't play, it's like literally like you said, that was a perfect example of most likely to forget his homework. My teachers used to call me, they said if my head wasn't attached to my shoulders, I'd forget it at home, right? Does that mean I'm like stupid, Brett?
No.
Will they call me stupid?
Scatterbrained, maybe, or
yeah,
attention span.
Right. Like, what is wrong with those words? Like, oh, he's a scatterbrain. He's what's it, the professor one, the empty-minded professor, or something like they call him, absent-minded professor, right? Who hasn't been called that? Like, who cares? It's a freaking, I'm sorry, but if your kid can't handle that, then he should be sitting at home with the helmet on, okay? Not in a public school. Give me a freaking break, right? I mean, this is obviously done, and think of the kind of teachers, right, that work with these kids, with New Bedford kids in special ed classes. The job's probably extremely hard. And they go through this, and what does this stupid moron do? She goes home and she's like, I want to tell the Norman school teachers, which she's like trying to get him fired, right? You five that signed this, should not be teaching. Well, should not be talking. All right. Your discrimination, my son will not stay like this. Discrimination, Brett, would be if she didn't. Like, if she didn't give the kid an award, a gag award, right?
Well, and then she would have bitched about that. Guaranteed. Everyone else got an award and a nice little joke, except my son, because he's autistic.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So let me see if she's up, see if CC's awake. Daisy Mercano. I want to see what she has to say. See if we can get her on the phone. Let's see. Did she? So as you can see here, by the way, she just sells. Oh, looks like she took it down. So that's what happens when you're on Turtle Boy. And you go in there, she's just selling. By the way, her autistic son, she's selling all his games online. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Like, so the kid's playing these like shooting games and shit like that, which she's selling for $4 each. And she's also like selling on Avon. She's an Avon salesman, I guess. So let me see if she'll answer the phone. Dun, dun, dun.
Most likely to cash that blog. How about that?
That should be
Someone said couldn't hear me, but I think more people I can hear you. Yeah, no, it's all set.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yeah, most that should be a future superlative, I think, in high schools, Brett. Most likely to be on Turtle Boy.
Most likely to cash that turtle blog.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do those.
So she's not answering. All right. So I want to hear what people have to say in the comments. Do you guys think this is a big deal? It's cool if you do. If it's not, I want to hear your opinion. If not, then we're going to move on to the next topic. Laura says, I don't agree with how she's put it on Facebook like that, but we don't know enough about her kid. It's called the spectrum for a reason. That's a really good point, right? We don't know, what her kid's like, etc. Putting it on Facebook seems, I mean, if you have a problem with the teachers, go see the teacher. Remember those days, Brett?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, just like...
My parents were in school as often as I was. That's such a little fuck.
Yeah. Well, I remember the days when, you just... If you had a problem with somebody, you just went and told them. You didn't go post about it on Facebook and whine about it, right? But that's just how things are done now. All right, what are people saying? I work with kids with autism, and treating the kids all the same is perfect. Thank you. No big deal. She's a cheese hog. Good point. Let's see. People go straight to the Facebook first. Exactly.
Yeah, like someone said, is the kid particularly tall or short? That could be what it is. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I've never seen the fucking kid. But he could be real short, and so he's most likely to get lost in the crowd.
Yeah.
You can see everyone else but not him.
Well, Laura brings an
I
interesting...
don't know what the joke was, but it was a fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's not a dick. Don't take it so hard, Mom.
Laura has an interesting comment here. She says, she messaged me and maintained she wasn't being an attention seeker.
And yet you messaged a woman in London over a Facebook post.
Yes.
But you're not looking for attention.
Yes, a Facebook post that she put up.
No.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
It got like hundreds of comments and stuff like that. So other people are saying that they were messaged by her too. So yeah. All right. Anyway, let's go on to the next topic, shall we, Brett? Let's talk about Twatzilla. So this is another story out of and I can't message this woman because she was blocked by she had blocked Clarence before this blog was even written. So I had no way of contacting her. Yeah, well, she that means down the line I've probably had a run-in with her somewhere. So her name is Nicole Gendron from Beverly. And as you can see from her vapid, that's not funny face, and, just kind of smug, really self-important look to her, disheveled. She's a resistor, right? She is a radical social justice warrior who is going to make sure that no opinions are allowed anywhere except for hers. This is what she actually posts on Facebook the other day. A local crossing guard was wearing a MAGA hat this morning. I just posted in my town's Facebook group asking if what I saw was right. And white people have a lot to say about this. One said it was the worst post they'd ever seen and said I should be ashamed of myself. Another said, I guess basic freedoms are no longer allowed. And another said, it's unfortunate that differences of opinion have become a bad thing. My post lasted 15 minutes before it was deleted. Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen. So she sees a guy wearing a MAGA hat helping kids across the school. Is that even a job? Do those people even get paid, Brett? I don't even know.
No, ain't they all volunteers? Like
yeah,
old people.
Yeah, like just old people that got nothing to do. Go help some kids cross the street, right?
Yeah, help. Yeah. I think.
I assume. I don't know. You know. And so she goes on there. All right. So first question, right? Suppose this is real. Do you have a problem with a crossing guard wearing a MAGA hat or any other political hat, like an Obama hat or anything like that?
No.
How come?
Huh?
How come?
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
I said, do you have a problem with someone wearing a MAGA hat? And you said, no. And I said, how come?
Look, it's a fucking hat. It's like I see people with Denver Broncos T-shirts on, and I don't fucking go on Facebook talking about they look like a rapist or something. It's a piece of fucking clothing.
But it's political. It is political, right?
So what, though? Yeah, but I'm not going to take time out of my day to get pissy because someone else doesn't think like I do.
All right. Well, how about this? How about a teacher has a MAGA hat on? How about a teacher has a MAGA hat in their class?
Well, I don't know what the rules for the school shit and stuff like that is, public building or government buildings or whatever. So I think they'd have a problem with that. Me personally, I wouldn't. If he's not sitting there preaching, build the wall bullshit.
Yeah.
The kid's supposed to be learning. But the guy outside making sure your kid gets across the street without eating a fucking bumper. Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I could care less, you know. And Laura's over in London, and she says she saw her first MAGA hat outside Buckingham because Trump went there last week. It was all over the news. He shorted the mayor of London there. He went to Buckingham Palace, did his whole thing there. A lot of protests. They don't like him over there, and that's fine. Because no offense, Laura, we broke away from your country. We weren't fans of it. That's fine, but we're still friends. We got each other's back in wars and stuff like that. But no, you know, it was time to move on. And so here we are living our life over here in America. And now you got this chick. Now, I don't have a problem with either, right? I wouldn't have a problem with the guy who's wearing an Obama hat either. First of all, if it was an Obama hat, it wouldn't be a story. Let me just point that out right now. Okay. And we all know what this hat does to people, Brett. It makes them insane. They see it. We sell a hat, right? That's you see it on our website. Where is it? We got it down here somewhere, which you should definitely get. I love this freaking hat. Turtle Boy 2020, make internet great again. People freak out about this hat because they see red hat with white lettering, and they're like, that triggers me, right? It doesn't matter what you put on it. And as it turns out, by the way, this guy's hat didn't say he did the same thing. It said best crossing guard ever. Okay. But she doesn't know that at first. And so they start posting on here and she's like posting shit like Beverly equals white Mecca. America equals my white Mecca. Fix that for you. I think it's awesomely brave for you to write of it. I admire your pluck and tenacity. I, like a lot of people, would just feel quiet outrage, but not try to express it. And she's like, silence will only get us killed fast. It's so brave, Brett. It's so brave.
Oh, yeah. Let's give her an award.
I mean, what has she done that's brave? She freaking posted on Facebook, right? Like she went on Facebook and she posted about outrage about a person wearing a hat. And that's what qualifies for brave nowadays. I did not know that. So thoughts and prayers to her. Keep up the good fight. She goes on, right? Because you're offended by people who support concentration camps full of kids is the exact same thing as them hating queer people. Like what? Wait, I did not know, Brett.
Yeah, no, same thing.
Do we have concentration camps in this country? I didn't know that.
No, not yet, I guess.
Yeah, well, where's our Auschwitz? Do we have an Auschwitz?
I think that's Provincetown.
You think that's Provincetown is basically Auschwitz right now, because literally, I mean, there's nothing. If these people, I just I
don't see how an adult fucking thinks like this.
Do they? Do they really think that way? Do they believe this stuff?
Either they do think that way, or they're so fucking in need of attention that they don't get in their real life that they have to do this. And they're both equally fucking pathetic.
I just think
That's just my opinion.
I don't think they actually believe it. I just think they just see other people doing it, right? And they're like, the only way we can get attention is just by being theatrical. We just have to be overly theatrical. So like, okay, so we see kids in migrant camps on the border, because obviously when you cross the border and you're seeking asylum, you don't stay at the Hojo, right? That's not how it works. So we're going to put you in a freaking detainment center for a little bit until we figure this shit out, right? And while you're there, yeah, we got to put you in they're like, we're putting kids in cages. Like, they're pretty freaking big cages, Brett. Have you seen these cages?
Yeah.
They're like,
I remember that whole thing.
They're like 30 feet tall.
In the areas Obama made that we actually use.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to use
like,
kids up.
I wouldn't mind living in a cage like that. It doesn't seem that bad. I'm not going to lie. I bet you they got AC in there. I'm sure they don't have to freaking buy their own food, right? They don't starve to death.
Meals a day,
yeah.
Phone calls, all of it.
Yeah. Yes. So the horror of it all. So then Phil comes in here. Phil comes to save the day and he goes, oh, for fuck's sake. As a white male who shares your perspective, I would be happy to make this point for you. PM me if you'd like to arrange to copy the pic to me. While performing official duties, it is wholly inappropriate to wear such partisan garb. You want to preach like that on duty? Get a different job. Thank you for trying. So thank God, guys. Thank God. Whew. I was worried.
Phil sits down to pee.
Yes.
I'll bet you $20 he sits down to take a fucking piss.
Oh, no. $20. Phil has been cuckolded before and liked it. No doubt about it in my life. No doubt about it. Like, thank God. Like, I was just wondering, can we get a white male to come in here and save the day for all these women? Can we get a white male? That's what the situation really needed at this point. We needed a white guy to come in and make a phone call for us. And that is exactly, he's already saved France, apparently. He goes, do you know?
Night Flaming Iron.
Yeah, exactly. Night and Flaming Iron. It's worth a call. He says he calls like 4 freaking times. He's like, I called a bunch of times and I'm just going to keep calling until we get an answer. Right? So all these people are like, what else are people saying? Let me read some. The comments are just so absurd. It is easy to get folks to react on Facebook. They feel safe there. My guess is that if you call the school and ask about this, that hat will disappear. You also have the opportunity to stand near the guy with a protest sign. They wanted to go stand next to the woman. Like, picture that, Brett. You see the crossing guard? And then all of a sudden there's some lady.
A fucking intersection.
Yeah.
Right? That's basically what you're saying?
Yes, I would.
Yeah,
that would be something I would love to see, actually. I would love to see. Picture going to your kid's school and you see that you're dropping them off and you see all these kids crossing and there's some SJW out there with their short bob haircut and their freaking hipster glasses holding a cardboard sign that says love trumps hate and just yelling, this guy's a Nazi. This guy's a Nazi. He's helping kids cross the street. Stop him. Stop him.
90-year-old former Auschwitz prison guard.
Yes, Auschwitz. He goes, it's important to out white nationalists, which is all that remains of Trump supporters. Good job. So I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for Trump. I'm going to vote for him again. Even though, by the way, Brett, can we just talk about something? He said some crazy shit yesterday. Did you see what he tweeted out that I completely disagree with?
Was it I got stuck on the Jackie O comparison thing.
Oh,
that one?
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, oh my fucking God, dude, just stop.
Yeah, I thought that was at least funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about, he said some shit yesterday that he wants it to be against the law to burn the American flag. And that if you burn the American flag, you should lose your citizenship.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. That's like un-American. Like, I completely 1,000% disagree with that. And let me rant a minute about flag Nazis for a moment, okay? There's nothing worse than flag Nazis. I fucking hate them. I hate all these people that act like we should worship and fucking revere this fucking flag. And if we don't, right, it's like a sign that we're bad Americans. Fuck that. I completely fucking reject that. Those people are the most insecure nationalists that there is. I'm a nationalist. I love this country. I always will love this country. It's the greatest country in the world. Why do I love this country, Brett? Because I studied the history of this country, all right? I have a master's in history. I taught history for fucking 11 years, all right? I can value and appreciate the greatness that is the United States of America. I love it, right? And all these fucking posers, right, who just think that nationalism comes down to how bad you virtue signal about the fucking flag, which is ultimately, Brett, just a piece of fucking cloth made in China, right, that they designed. It means fucking nothing. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit if this offends you. The American flag means basically next to nothing to me. It's a fucking cool thing to have at the Olympics, all right? You want to show how much you love America? Stand up for American values, like free speech, okay? If you want to ban burning the American flag, then it means you want to ban free speech, okay? And this brings me back, Brett, to when people were freaking out about these NFL players taking a knee, right? I didn't like when they took a knee because I didn't like the players that were doing it. All the players were doing it were assholes, and I thought they were doing it for the wrong reasons, right? To protest police brutality and Michael Brown and all this other bullshit. I disagreed with the reasonings for doing it. However, what I hated even more was all these frauds out there who were acting like, you stand up, you fucking disrespect America. Oh, fuck, get the fuck out of the country. Oh, blah. Brett, I was watching Stanley Cup Finals the other night, right? And I don't want to talk about the game, but during the national anthem, you know what I was doing during the national anthem, Brett?
Getting more dip.
Yeah, I was sitting down, drinking beer, right? Talking about bullshit with my friends. And I look around the bar, no one's standing, nobody's singing along. And I'm like, I said to my buddy, I'm like, remember when people used to freak out about this? He goes, well, that's because they're there. I'm like, the fuck difference does it make if you're in the stadium or sitting here? Either the fucking song has reverence and you should stand for it, or it doesn't, or it's just fucking bullshit. And I'm sorry, these flag Nazis you're a fucking, anybody who says that is an insecure, fake, patriotic American. Okay, and I'm just gonna say right there, there's nothing more fucking overvalued in this country than the fucking flag. And so, yeah, I'm sorry, I support Donald Trump, and I will still vote for him. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And while we're trying to battle for free speech rights on the internet and on platforms, how hypocritical does that make our side look? Right? If this guy talking about free speech on platforms is like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking arrest people who burn the flag. Give me a break.
Another thing I've never understood about the whole flag outrage is if you read the flag rules or whatever, like how you're supposed to like bring it somewhere to get it destroyed the right way, shit like that, and what you can and can't do with the flag, all the old day shit. You're not supposed to like wear the flag. You know how everyone got them flag T-shirts?
Yeah.
Shit
like
that? Big America, like the hillbilly ones.
Yeah.
Or the broads with the American flag shoved up their cunts and assholes. I don't see no one bitching about that.
Yeah.
Listen, it's literally getting farted on as we speak.
Yeah.
You don't say dick because you've got a nice set of tits.
Exactly.
So shut your fucking mouth about anything else.
Exactly.
It doesn't bother me. I love the flag. I love my country, all that. I don't stand up when I'm watching football every Sunday. It's like, oh, look, it ain't kicked the ball yet. Let me grab my beers. Let me roll a joint. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And I didn't give a fuck when those fucking half a fag losers were kneeling either. I don't give a shit. I still watched every Sunday. I don't give a fuck. But don't cry about someone taking a knee and then drool over the broad that has 50 stars shoved up her fucking asshole.
Exactly.
I don't want to fucking
hear it. You hypocrite. And I just can't stand it. I cannot fucking stand the people that want to be like fucking flag Nazis. I can't. They really piss me off. They're really just social justice warriors of the right, right? Except their fucking thing is the fucking flag. I'm sorry. I love the American. I'm not going to burn the flag, right? But if somebody else wants to burn it, go right ahead. It really means nothing to me. Nothing, right? It's a fucking symbol, right? And it means if you burn the flag, you're not actually burning America, right? Like, you're fucking celebrating one of the most important rights of being an American. God, it drives me nuts. Anyway, I started ranting about that. I apologize. Let's go back to the topic at hand, Twatzilla. So anyway, yeah. So Twatzilla is obviously, I cannot stand how these people act like this MAGA hat is like associated with swastikas and shit like that, and then Phil and all this other bullshit. So anyway, she ended up apologizing. I can't show you it right now, but she did apologize on Facebook. But she's not really sorry. She's just sorry she ended up on Turtle Boy. So that's all I got to say about that. Let's move on to the next topic, shall we? Unless you got something to add, Brett.
No, but you would think that once he saw, like that hat, a parent got him that. He didn't go and
That's
say,
true.
"Oh, look, I'm going to have this hat made." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
A parent or someone bought him that hat.
Yeah.
And he's happy as fuck wearing it because he likes making sure the kids get to and from school safely.
Yeah.
And when you realize that you were 1,000% fucking wrong and trying to torture that poor old fucking fossil, you should have been on your knees sucking his gray balls apologizing to him after all this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, to his face. You should have went down there with a fucking cake or some shit and apologized to him to his fucking face after that.
Actually,
In my opinion.
yeah, people made a good point. I should call Phil. Let me call Phil. Let me see what he's up to.
Everyone just runs out, especially, can I see the manager, basic bitches
Yeah.
like that fucking twat? Just look for something to be offended. Every time they leave the house, they're like, dude, I got to make a post when I get home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
a Trump bumper sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some homophobe. It's like, fuck me.
So,
Don't worry about your fucking self.
yeah. Let's go on to the next topic for a moment here. People are asking, yeah, Laura, do people over there like love the British flag? Like some people here do. People say no, not even like the conservatives. I feel like nobody likes Brit. No offense, Laura. Nobody would ever feel that way about the British flag. There's no real sense of nationalism in Britain, is there? Like, I don't know. I feel like we're the only country that really has that, as far as like, yeah, America, fuck you if you don't like it. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's go on to the next topic. This situation out in Chicopee. So, this is a crazy story. Did you read about this one, Brett?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I did. That's when you give me the agendas in the morning. I go back, reread all
Yep.
shit.
yeah. So you understand what's going on here. We got a car accident on the on I-391 in Chicopee, and or I-91, whatever. It started as a car chase and ended in a car accident. And a woman is in the passenger seat of the car that was driving, and she's pregnant. Now, the car had attached plates on it. The driver was some shithead named, I'll forget this guy's name, Davila, Nathan Ricardo Davila of Chicopee, refused to stop for police, leads him on a high-speed chase, crashes into several cars in the breakdown lane, lovely, and has to be the woman who's pregnant has to be extricated, gets rushed to the hospital, etc. Now, the baby ends up dying, right? She's only like 5 or 6 months pregnant, but the baby dies. And this guy is now charged with operating an unregistered motor vehicle, reckless operation, failure to stop for police, attaching plates, marked lanes violation, breakdown lane violation, resisting arrest, because he resists, of course, disorderly conduct, violation of abuse prevention order, and 4 outstanding warrants. So that means, Brett, that the woman had an abuse prevention order out against him, and what's she doing? Riding around with him anyway.
Riding around with him. Yep.
I feel like
And what happened?
you see what happens, right? And he's got 4 outstanding warrants. Now, if you were a normal person in this situation, and the baby died, by the way, right? The baby died. It's tragic story. If you were her, how would you feel about this guy who is the baby daddy?
You'd fucking hate him.
Right.
Wouldn't you?
Why?
Like, you killed my baby.
Yeah.
Like, because of you, I'm not going to be a mother.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think that would stick.
Well,
You know what
Brett,
I mean?
she's from fucking Springfield. She's gonna be a mother. Like, she's already got 2.
Yeah.
She's got 2. But she's gonna be a mother of 1 less. That's all that means. And you look at this guy, Nathan in the cut. There he is with his fucking pube stash. And he goes, these are the kind of
the fake fucking names.
I know.
Cut.
This is what he's writing on Facebook. One thing I hate the most is raising my voice at my baby mama. I be feeling bad as hell. And he writes, I want my baby mama's small titties in my mouth, LMAO. And she writes back, I got you. Okay, so that's obviously a classy relationship they have going on there. You ever post anything like that about your baby mama?
No.
Oh, good Lord, yeah. I really love
my jaw wired shut for the next live if my wife saw me post.
I know. Like that. I really love my baby mama, but that's just one bitch that really knows how to get under my skin. Trust no bitch. Bitches is whores. I'm about to start telling people my baby mama business too. She tell N-words mine. Bitches want to keep playing with me. Whoever want Caitlin Hernandez can have her. Just don't get caught in traffic with her. Oh, that's ironic. Same day he writes, I need, I know. I need some ass. I need, it's officially ride his dick in your sundress and no panty season. They be on my dick till my thang feels sore. And he also has fire hit me and Ubers hit me. What do you think that means, Brett?
That's someone out there looking to get a quick paying lawsuit is what the fuck that is.
Fire?
That's what I think.
You think, how does that
like a fire truck?
No. You think that's what that means?
No?
Fire hit me?
Well, Uber?
Ubers hit me? What? You don't?
Why would just Ubers?
Brett, how old are you?
Is that a drug thing?
Fire? You don't know what fire means? I got that fire?
Weed? Oh, no. They don't call it even that no more. Now
he's talking about...
Fire years ago.
Fire's just drugs in general. He's a drug dealer, Brett. I'm giving you layups here. You're supposed to slam it.
So what's the Uber?
That's another word. That's like Ubers, like the good shit, the Uber good shit. I had the Urban Dictionary, that shit. Okay, so that he's selling fucking drugs, right? That's what Uber's.
Saying he was getting hit by that.
No, jeez Louise. And Brett, he's throwing gang signs in like every picture, and he's got a flap brim hat on. Right? He's got fucking 4 outstanding warrants. Of course he's a drug dealer. So this is the kind of chick, like if you lay down with this guy and, have a child with him, don't be surprised if he leads you on a high-speed chase and gets your baby killed. Now, of course, because she's complete trash, she goes, I know this is fucked up, but I wish Nate could go through this with me. Our baby girl is gone, bro. I just want Nathan, man. All right. She's like, I lost my lover and our daughter. This shit's beyond crazy. Well, don't worry. The lover really wasn't going to work out anyway. Like, let's be honest. And now they want to have a funeral for the baby, all this shit. They got to GoFundMe, the works. All these people talking about, oh, you love him so much, blah. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I want to see if she's got her Facebook page up still. I mean, this is sad, obviously, because a child has died.
We didn't even think of that.
What?
Someone in the comments that Katie McManus, which you look too innocent to know this, Katie, by the way, I'm telling your mother, Ubers means he wants someone to run for him. Like, Ubers hit me up.
Oh.
Like drugs for me.
Yeah.
When people call. That's clever as fuck.
Yeah.
That sounds
Nathan in the house, in the car. Let's see if he's, see, good thing we have hood rats. And she's just hip like that, or? So this guy looks like this guy looks like he's still in jail. So I don't think he's going to be answering, luckily. So she still wants to be with them. People keep saying, call Scopa. Yeah.
Fuck that little fucking clown.
See, who is this Ace guy? Can I block him? Who is this troll?
He said that the fucking let me see your manager basic fucking bitch was his mother. But I think he's just a little troll. I already blocked him. He just kept fucking going blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yep, bye.
Yeah, can I block people?
I bet you cried on election night.
Yeah.
I cried when Trump won, he said. So that shows how fucking intelligent he is.
Yeah. All right, so that's this situation. So this is just classic.
He was,
and by the way, so the GoFundMe is blaming the hospital, right? It says this, on June 8th, she woke up with the feeling something wasn't right with her baby. By nighttime, she realized her daughter had moved all day and was starting having sharp pains in her stomach. She returned to Bay State and waited for them to check her heartbeat. Instead, told her there was no longer one in her baby girl. And this is the day after. They said that the Bay State Medical Center received care only to be sent home, hearing that her baby girl was fine. Do you believe that?
No, that's fucking terrible. You're just making up a lot.
I mean,
you go right to hell for this shit, Jackson. You go right to fucking hell for this.
What? What did Jackson say?
This. No, Jackson. Like, that's just, I was calling.
Oh, you're calling her Jackson.
Like, to make up this story to try to raise money with a false way that your child passed away is fucking insane to me.
Yeah, it's like they're not blaming this fucking piece of shit. Like, nobody's blaming him. They're blaming the hospital. They're like, fucking sue the hospital. I really hate when ratchets go after hospitals, right? Because I'll tell you one thing, Brett. There's a 0.0% chance these people are paying for their own health care, right?
Yeah.
Like, zero, right? So she goes to a hospital like it's fucking nothing. Like, do you think these people ever even think, I wonder who pays for all this shit? Of course not.
No.
They're just like, I'm entitled to this, right? Because it's just fucking there. And I have a right to use it. So I'm going to go in there. I was going to have a baby, which is an extremely expensive thing in the first place. Whatever. I don't care who fucking pays for it. Not me, right? Somebody else will pay for it. So we're already paying for her shit. And this ungrateful cunt, and that's what she is, goes in there and is like, oh, you fucking killed my baby, right? But I really miss my fucking baby daddy, who literally killed my fucking baby, and I had a restraining order out against him. Yeah, none of this is your fault, hon, right? I feel terrible that the baby died, but I could honestly give a shit less that the mother is in pain. Or that she's fucking sad about this. She should be sad. She should be fucking miserable. She's a terrible person. She got that baby killed because of her shitty lifestyle choices. All right. And I have no fucking pity for her whatsoever. None. Do you, Brett?
No, and especially you already had an order of protection on him. So at some point, he whooped you, something fucking happened for that to come into play. And then you're out driving around in an illegal car with him. He runs with the cop, kills your baby. And your thoughts is, let me get this GoFundMe up right quick. And then continue to post on social media about how much you miss the guy that killed the child.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. Go suck all the dicks. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Now, I wonder...
Not one tear for her.
I don't...
Fucking scumbag.
He hasn't been charged.
I wouldn't say she deserved it. I'm not going to say something like that because that poor fucking kid. But if you didn't do anything to fucking prevent it, that's fucking sure.
Exactly. You are complicit. Right. Anyway, let's go on to let's see. People have anything to say on this before we move on to the last topic here? She cares more about the GoFundMe and the Ratchet Racer than that poor baby, one less crotch fruit to be taken away by DC. Yeah. It's her own fault. Exactly. So people are agreeing. Jugman, it's Turtle Boy. Give Brett a ratchet so he can bump out fools like Ace. Yeah, I'll definitely try to block him. All right, so let's go on to the last topic, and that is this Beverly situation. Now, I talked about this in the podcast the other night, so we got 2 Beverly stories this week. Both involve terrible social justice warriors. This one was all over the news because you knew it was going to be all over the news. So there's this restaurant in Beverly called Bonefish Harry's. It's a very interesting name, and it's owned by some guy named Henry, and yeah, let me actually go to that because it's on the TV Daily News website. So let me go to that. So it's a recent restaurant that kind of just opened up. And I heard that they're not getting that much business, but they certainly are now. They certainly are now. And there's the guy that opens it up, Henry Parasol, whatever his name is. And he posted, he gets this letter. This is what they post on Facebook. To all of our loyal guests, today we received this letter declaring our restaurant immoral for hanging a gay pride flag from our restaurant in support of our fellow humans. In support of our fellow humans for Gay Pride Month. We consider this letter an attempt to bully us, to remove our flag, and to slander our business. We will not stand for this type of behavior, and will never give in to these type of unaccepting bigoted people. We will always stand side by side with everyone in our community. We will continue to fly this flag, and we are proud to show our support for all of our community members. And so basically it's this letter from some guy named Owen Donaldson in Beverly. And it's basically just like, I'll give you the gist of it. The gist of it is simple, and it's well written in that, like, I don't agree with it, but it's in sentences. It has punctuation, stuff like that. Yeah,
Paragraph correct.
yeah, like it's not ratchet, and it's basically the gist of it is that you're supporting gay marriage, and I'm opposed to gay marriage because it's immoral. That's the gist of it all, right? That's how I would sum it up. I don't agree with this, but that's what it says. Now, first thing I thought of immediately was the Smollett brother, was Jussie Smollett and the Nigerians, right? I mean, doesn't this have a taste of that?
Slight.
Yeah.
I think it's more like some of the other ones. The oh my God, look what I found written on my school dorm room door. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's more like that.
Yeah.
Creating a situation for the attention and sympathy that'll get you.
Yeah. And in this situation, it's not just attention and sympathy. It's cash money, right?
Money. Oh,
yeah.
Loot.
This was cash money. Now, I don't know if this was by design, but I think it was, to be perfectly honest with you, because this is, I mean, it's kind of brilliant. If you're a marketing guy, you know that when you do this, it's going to go viral. That's not the kind of post you put up and you get like 5 comments. That's the kind of post you put up and fucking everybody replies to it, right? And everybody shares it.
And everyone adds their paragraph to the top. Oh my God, I can't believe in my town this terrorism still exists.
Yeah.
Boycott fish bucket or whatever the fuck it's called. It's so fucking lame.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. And people like...
And who the fuck writes letters anymore?
That's the other thing. Now think about this.
Not only writes letters, but has it printed out and then sends it and then write your name on the envelope.
Yeah.
Do people do that now?
Well, that's a good question, and I thought about this after, Brett, right? And this came to me today. So he's on his computer on Microsoft Word writing up this letter, right? Why not just fucking email it?
Yeah.
Like,
from a burner.
Right? Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I just don't get it. I think it's all bullshit.
Like,
I don't buy it.
Yeah, it would be one thing if it was handwritten, right? Because old grandpa doesn't know how to use a computer. But grandpa figured out how to use Microsoft Word, right? I'm sure he can figure out how to have a Gmail account. But yet he sends it by mail. That's interesting. Anyway, what's also interesting is the amount of business they got. All these people saying, stop by to show Bonefish Harry's, to show them some pride, love, right? All these people are coming down. I'm going to start sending all my friends there, spend all this money. So many freaking people did it, man. It's insane. Like, this is this is his wife, I think, or something. She works at, I've been getting phone calls all day from people thanking Bonefish Harry's for supporting their sons, daughters, nieces, etc. Come on, guys. I'm trying to work here, and you all keep making me cry. I love it so much, though. Rainbow hearts, and a huge thank you to Owen Donaldson for uniting a community against bigotry. So, like, like, for the fact that the guy would go on there and be like, I'm being bullied by this one guy who wrote me a letter that nobody else saw until I put it on Facebook. That's bullying. And
dude, and there's fruit cups taking their picture with the letter at dinner.
Yes.
See that too?
Yeah, it turned into a tourist destination.
Hey, I was at the restaurant, had calamari, here's me in the letter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there they are. Like, there's literally with him with the letter. Now, I found this interesting because this guy had like tons of likes, right? His name is Kirtland Masarkey. Let's see if we can find him on Facebook real quick, because I think this guy is behind. I've convinced now that this guy has something to do with it. Let's see if he's updated his Facebook page. Oh, he has taken down everything since becoming Turtle Boy famous, which is only makes him even shadier. I'm going to call him right now. I don't think he's going to answer. Yeah, he doesn't answer. So Kirtland posts on his page, right? We wanted to thank Owen for the inspiration to come to Bonefish Harry's tonight. Here we are with it's turned into a freaking tourist destination, Brett.
I thought that those type of people don't eat fish, though.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Oh, good. I'm not, this is, we are LG, we're a BLT 123 accepting blog. We love you all very much. I have no way to verify that. Yeah. I have no way to verify that. And it just so happens this guy works for marketing and development for an organization called, I forget the name of it. It's called Bagley, Boston Alliance of Gay, Lesbian Youth or something like that. And they're a nonprofit, and it would not surprise me, Brett, if this guy was behind this whole thing, right? And he's like, yo, I know.
I didn't even think of that until you said what his job is, and then it's him and his sister there posing with the letter. That's a good fucking angle. I didn't even think of that.
Well, he goes down there right away, right? He goes down there right away and poses with it. And that was the most liked comment on the post, right? I think it ended up getting like over 1,000 likes when it was all said and done. And that's kind of odd. That's kind of interesting, especially because this guy is like constantly virtue signaling, and he has posted previously about an incident that he had. This is what he wrote on November 20th, 2016. So if you recall, when Trump first got elected, it was all the rage for like a month there. And it still is, but not as often, right? That everybody's like, oh my God, I was walking in a subway and I saw a Muslim girl with a fucking headscarf on, a hijab, and some Trump supporter came out and took it off and said, welcome to Trump's America, bitch, get the fuck out. Like, and then that gets fucking shared 5,000 times. Like, that happens all the time. And so this guy's got his own story. He's like, it's a wild story. I've spent the last few hours going back and forth about posting what I overheard earlier today at an establishment in Beverly. I've decided to share it because it happened here at home and wasn't directed at any individual person, but rather was said in public about an entire group of people with no concern for being overheard or called out. I was eating lunch in a local establishment that serves alcohol, and the folks at the table next to me were utilizing that particular service. There were 6 people at the table, 2 young women and 4 young men. One of the young women complained that she had spent $1,000 to go to P-Town for a bachelorette party and was told to, quote-unquote, find another town. Her response to this, to her friends, with no voice, moderation, or shame, was, quote, but those fags have more to worry about than girls in P-Town now that Trump won. This was followed gleefully with a list of potential rights that we can lose and what could happen to them if they pissed off straight people in the quote-unquote new America. Do you believe that happened, Brett?
Not even a fucking little. And with the rest of it, fucking, and then I just left feeling horrible and blah, 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 blah. So you're telling me your big mouth flamboyant ass didn't say shit.
Nothing.
Some basic thing that was fucking running her mouth?
Yeah.
Bullshit. You'd have made a scene, whipped out your phone and all this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
If that had actually happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who the fuck gets discriminated against in fucking P-Town?
Yeah.
No one.
No.
Dude, maybe I would. People would be like, now,
yeah,
you got to either take a dick or go home.
Yeah. You got to take a dick or go home. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Like, come here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
P-Town's wild, man. I spent one night in P-Town, I mean, probably like 10 years ago. Oh, different world up there. I mean, I had a good time. You know, but when the bars get out late night, I mean, you don't realize it, you know, when you're just at the bar. There's a lot of chicks in P-Town. That's a good part about P-Town. There are a lot of single chicks because gay dudes are like a fucking magnet for good-looking single chicks. Agree or disagree?
I went there when I was younger to go fishing, to go striper fishing, and we walked into a head shop, like, you know, look at the pipes and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm walking, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, boom, something hitting my hat, and I look up. Dildos everywhere hanging from the fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yep, that's this. I don't need a pot pipe that fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now I see why I called the head shop.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Got the fuck out of it.
Like, when we started walking to the car, I'm looking around, and there's literally, like, that's when things got weird. Like, last call. There's a lot of dudes wearing fucking, like, sexy cop shit. You know, things started getting a little bit strange. And I'm like, okay, time to go back to Eastham, wherever we were staying that night. So anyway, I don't believe this for a second, because why would these women plan their bachelorette party in P-Town if they felt this way about gay people?
Exactly. Now, like you said, how it attracts young, good-looking women, the gay guys do, because maybe that's the best place to have a bachelorette party, because there's way less of a chance that between the bar and your hotel that some guy's going to try to pull some funny business.
Yeah.
One of them girls try to, eat at your fucking oyster bar, but other than that, you're pretty much fucking pretty safe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now, I mean, that's another thing. Would guys have a bachelorette party? Be like, yo, I'm gonna go hang out with these freaking short-haired gym teachers who scissor each other. Definitely gonna go there. Maybe throw the shot put around. Like, no, no.
I'm just gonna pull this out of the bottom of my shorts and see what bites.
I guess that's the difference between men and women. Now, I'd like to point out that the letter that he wrote, it was addressed to Bonefish Mary's, and it does have a stamp on it. It was postmarked in Boston, which means it was sent from Beverly to Boston, and then this number down here means it went back through Beverly. So that was legit. It was sent from Beverly to Beverly. However, that could easily mean that they sent it to themselves. Easily. Now, I question, Brett, anybody who doesn't question everything these days, especially whenever I see somebody making money real quickly, like, I'm suspicious immediately. I follow the money. And you know what that makes me, Brett? A quote-unquote conspiracy theorist, which is like a bad word nowadays, because who's the first person people think of when they think of conspiracy theorists?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, right? Oh, you're a CEO. You don't believe 9/11 truther. You're a freaking Sandy Hook truther. No. I just don't believe everything the mainstream media feeds me, because they fucking lie about shit. And it's not that they...
Or just, not even media, just a random post.
Yes.
Or any news picks it up. People just... But there was one that ended up on the Turtle Boy Army page, this broad saying all this horrible shit about some dude that got a baby drunk or some crazy shit. And a lot of people were just like, let's get this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And me and a couple other people got shit on for going, well, where's the proof?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be worried about proof. The worry is the child. I said, well, maybe in your world, but you're saying that this father got a tiny kid drunk.
Yeah.
And you want us to shit all over him.
Yeah.
I want proof.
Yeah.
And then I'm the asshole because I said, prove it to me.
Yeah.
Fuck you then. Well, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
How people get tricked into shit.
Yeah. It's like with the Jussie Smollett letter. It's the same thing. The media's job is to report the basics. That's what their job is now. It didn't used to be that way. They actually used to do journalism and shit. Now they don't dig. They don't ask questions. They're afraid to, right? Because they don't want to be labeled as a bigot, whatever. It's just easier to I saw something on Facebook. Here's what it said. Go at it. Come click on my freaking article. You know, they don't do what we do, and that's what separates us, right? I also think that the timing is interesting. Like, first of all, do you think this is the only business in Beverly, Brett, that has a pride flag in front of it?
No, it doesn't everywhere.
Everywhere it does. Yeah,
shit.
Everywhere. Like,
the funny part is you only had it up this month, though. Like, now you care because that'll bring in business.
Right. Yeah.
But 3 weeks ago, that shit wasn't up, was it?
Yeah.
So spare me that shit, too.
Yeah. Like, everybody's saying, you know, by the way, it was also on the 3rd anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting, which is interesting. Very interesting. I think the timing is. There's no Owen Donaldson. That name is completely made up. If this guy, Brett, felt so strongly about his convictions, why wouldn't he just... Obviously, he felt no shame. Why wouldn't he just use his real name?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I'm still stuck on the... You sat behind the computer, went to Microsoft Office, so Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
Typed out this gorgeous, well-worded letter, and then let me put this fake name and mail it from Boston.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what? You couldn't just fucking... And, like, when people do anonymous shit, Brett, it's because they're being rude and crude, right? Like, you know, like, I feel like if it was anonymous, they'd want to be like, yo, fuck you. Like, they would call them fags or something. Like, they would use offensive language. This guy's just like, I think you're immoral, and I'm not eating there anymore. And that's the end of that.
I do not appreciate your support of homosexuality because it goes against my virtues as a Christian.
Yeah.
I say good day. I will no longer be dying in your establishment.
Stop bullying me. Stop bullying me. I'm being bullied by this letter. Oh, my God. Right. And by the way,
You just postal raped me.
Yeah, he gets posted. There's nobody who's less oppressed in our society than gay people in 2019. I'm sorry. Right. And I love I'm all supporting of everyone, but you're not oppressed. What are you talking about, oppressed? Right? It's literally the most accepted thing in the world. The reaction to this proves that. What would be dangerous is Owen Donaldson using his real name and posting something like that to his Facebook page. That would be fucking brave. That would be dangerous. But man, what a fucking bunch of twats.
Everything's just so fucked up now. Everyone's just looking for something to be mad about or something to pretend to care about, and just go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Worry about you. Worry about fucking getting your kids off the fucking internet and raising them. And so we don't have to fucking run over them on fucking dirt bikes on a fucking Tuesday. And you know what I mean? Just there's so much other fucking shit to be concerned about that would actually help people.
Yeah.
But everyone's worried about a flag or a fucking joke award, or just go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I guess ain't no one getting enough good dick. That's
You're right, Brett.
Enough.
I think that's what it comes down to.
They wouldn't be little bitches.
That's why we love having you on, Brett. I was waiting for that. But it's so true.
It's so stupid.
It's so true, right? Like, if these people just got laid more often, I feel like the world would be a lot better. You know, maybe that's why in France they don't freak out like this, because they fuck more over there. You know? Maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's what we need.
I guarantee you that want to see the manager broad we talked about earlier, she probably talks angrily while she gets fucked. Like, oh, man, I'm going back to that school.
Oh, yeah.
No. Rub it harder.
I'm
not going to come if you don't do it.
Yeah, she probably live tweeting it too.
Right.
Live tweeting it too. Oh, my husband is fucking missing his spot again. Oh, how many times do I have to show him? The patriarchy is killing me. Oh, God. Anyway,
I haven't heard myself fart in a month.
All right, let's go to the questions.
All right.
Look, ask Turtle Boy. If you guys have any questions for Brett or myself, let us have it in the comments now. We'll answer as best we can.
What comes to the same thing? Come on, ask something.
Lawsuit updates. You know, I have two court hearings this week with Failure Swift and Azadnia. Those ones are still going on. I can't really get that much into them. We'll see what happens. The general lawsuit, the pet trackers one, we filed the motion to dismiss. They opposed it. Now we file a motion to oppose their opposition. I don't know how this works. We'll see what happens. The Ryan Waters judge still hasn't gotten back to us yet. We'll see. Right. The ACLU is helping me out with the lawsuit. I can't get into it besides that, really, but I am having, with the Failure Swift lawsuit, I'm very excited to have them on board because they're a free speech organization and they're doing the right thing by helping us out. All right. Where's Bristol's podcast been? I'm not sure. Ask her. She did a funny video yesterday. It was pretty good with Scopa. It was pretty funny. That's it.
Lately and shit.
Yeah.
Looking, so she hasn't really, like when I talked to her, she just really hasn't had the time to do her no moral day thing or any of the other side stuff.
Yeah. People said, did you catch?
This is one of the reasons they ask for donations, and they ask you, you don't even got to donate nothing. Go buy a cool fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
This shit's expensive.
Yeah.
And it takes the time away. If there were no lawsuits, guarantee you'd be getting at least one podcast a week from Bristol.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Type thing. If they weren't having to deal with all this fucking bullshit.
Totally. Steve says, is any news on the douche nozzle that got his girlfriend killed in Manchester? Is he in jail? Yes. Jeremy Winslow is still in jail for another few months. He was just in court the other day. They fucking hate him, Brett. The prosecutor there, he actually said Jeremy Winslow will meet his creator, will have to answer to his creator one day. Right? Like, that's like an angry thing for a prosecutor to say. They fucking hate this guy. You know, he got a cocaine charge dropped, but like the fact that he's even still in jail after all this, when he didn't pull the trigger, means they fucking hate him. Like, they despise him. The family hates him. He's such a fucking piece of shit. He's such a piece of shit.
I'll take a prosecutor getting mad when they start actually locking up these career fucking criminals instead of fucking having them walk around everywhere.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
Or at least standing up when a judge lets them go with a slap on the wrist. That's when I want to see my prosecutor having press conferences and going, this is bullshit. This motherfucker's got all these charges and he just did 3 months in county jail and he's back on the street. So I don't care some prosecutor going, fuck you. You're going to cut some stupid fucking deal and let him off.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at the court system now in Mass anyway. It's just such a fucking joke.
Yeah. Yeah. What else are people saying? People are saying, asking, did I see what happened on the TB News today with Failure Swift? I did not. So I'd love to be informed about it. I had family shit all weekend, so I didn't really get a chance to do that much online. But I'd like to see that. I'd be curious to see what she wrote. What else are people saying? Did you guys cover the Everett mayor yet? No, because that one was written today. I haven't really had... I saw the basics of that one. The Everett mayor. You see that one, Brett, today?
That and the one that I was trying to follow was the broad with the dog. The golden retriever. I'm surprised you guys didn't put something up about that.
What broad with the golden... Oh, the
Did
one...
you see that?
Today there was a blog on it?
Dog in the...
When was that one written?
Killed her own dog.
Was that written today? Did somebody blog about it?
No one did. I'm surprised it didn't get blocked.
Yeah, it's the weekend, you know. We all got shit to do during the weekend, you know. It's like one of those things.
That's a fucking...
Yeah, what else are people saying? Failure Swift is the gift that keeps on giving. Twatzilla phone call. Well, she's asked about her $1 million home. She's blocked me, so I can't call her. Not like she would answer anyway. Can you go back to giving more warning when you go live? Daytime, etc. would be helpful. Cheers. Okay, fair enough. I'll try to do that earlier. Just understand it's going to be at 9, pretty much guaranteed. And I'll let you know if it's Saturday or Sunday, but it will be at 9. That's like the international day. Hooked on No Funics. We got to her earlier, Joe. We actually did it on the Facebook live show, which lasted about 20 minutes. Any plans for a possible Turtle Boy lynching for the lady that drowned her golden... Oh, that's one. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got to look into that. We got to look into that more. I'll have someone look into that. Thank you for pointing that out. What else are people saying? Pin the link to your store on the TB News at the top of your page. I could do that, but I have the PayPal pinned to that, but I suppose I could do that too. How many story inquiries do you get a day? Tons. Oh my God. You should see how many stories I have that I'm like backed up with stories here. Tons. You have no idea. Keep them coming, by the way. The more the merrier.
Not the right blogs when you're dealing with lawyers, lawsuits, and fucking criminal cases all day, every day, fellas.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the easiest thing to put the work in.
Thank
It's
you.
not as simple. I don't know if some people think it's as simple as bashing out a few paragraphs.
Yeah.
To make sure you're right, you got to do a lot of research and talking to people, looking up shit.
Yeah.
It's not fucking...
Nope.
Not easy.
Yeah, it takes a few hours to do a blog.
That's why I'm not a blogger.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. It is, you know. Because we like to do it right, you know. It's not like these little barstool blogs that are like, 20 minutes to write. You know, they take a little time. People are saying Anthony Davis, Kyrie. I mean, how do I feel about Anthony Davis going to the Lakers? I'm not that worried about it. I think LeBron's on the downfall of his career anyway. I think Anthony Davis is somewhat injury prone. I thank God we didn't give up Tatum for him. I'm fine with that, man. Fuck Kyrie Irving. I'd rather build around Jason Tatum. It would be nice to get Kemba, that's for sure. But whatever happens, happens. You know, the Warriors' reign of terror is officially over, it looks like. They're no longer the favorite to even win the West. So the league's wide open at this point. Wide open. All right. Any other questions you guys have before we call it a night?
No, but you and if intern's you guys gotta go join that Final Fantasy thing so I can fill up the...
Oh, we got time, Brett. It's like freaking June. It's June, man. I'm not doing...
So what? We gotta have a draft and shit.
Yeah, at the end of August.
All right.
I don't think about fantasy football in June. David's...
In his P-town.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, go get some dick. Where the hell were you walking during the Bruins game? I was walking up and down Park Ave. I was right on Park Ave, right outside the Blarney Stone. All right. Anyway, all right, we're going to call it a night, guys, because no more questions are coming in, really, and we will see you all for the next episode of the podcast on Tuesday. All right, we love you all. Thank you for the support. We couldn't do this without you, and keep on riding. I love...
Happy Father's Day, fuckers.
Yeah, happy fucking Sperm Donors Day, bitches.
Later.
Yeah, how do we fucking turn this off? Hold on.